This is not a road in Burkina Faso. This is a 332-kilometer, 8-lane expressway cutting straight through the West African Sahel, a place long defined by dust distance and limits that most engineers never tried to cross. This is the kind of infrastructure you expect in Dubai, Shanghai, or Singapore, not a landlocked West African nation that the world has repeatedly labeled as underdeveloped and dependent. Yet in 2026, it exists. Perfect asphalt, massive interchanges, high-speed corridors carved through desert terrain at a scale that normally takes decades to complete. But here is where the story shifts. Because what shocks engineers is not just what was built, it is how fast it appeared, and what system made it possible. Because this is not just a road project. This is a stress test of a new development model emerging in the Sahel.
Why are you here?
We are working for the government.
You are here to work for the government, to support for the country. So what time did you come here?
Here for 2023.
Okay, 2023. Yeah. But today, what time did you come here to work?
This morning, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Yeah. And what time will you go home?
5.
5. Yeah. So from 8 to 5 you'll be here. Yeah. We are doing it for free.
You have to look at the man standing in the center of the construction dust, a leader who has become the physical embodiment of this high-velocity transformation. This is Ibrahim Traore, getting off a tactical aircraft owned by Burkina Faso's Air Force. The comparison to Dubai is not accidental, it is by design. Just as Singapore transformed from a slum to a first world power in 30 years, Burkina Faso is attempting to clone that success story through a massive infrastructure boom. The vision is to trigger an economic miracle from within, focusing on innovation, sprawling housing projects, and a level of financial independence that has caught the global market off guard. The goal is no longer just to develop, it is to achieve first world status by rewriting the old rules of the continent. The most visible proof of this boom is the massive urban transformation of the capital. In mid-2026, Ouagadougou officially opened 8 brand new road networks all at once, overhauling over 22 kilometers of fresh modern infrastructure. The centerpiece is the Rocade Nord, or Northern Ring Road, a 10-kilometer modern corridor with a massive overpass designed to pull heavy freight out of the congested city center. Before this, the capital was a city of crowded, narrow roads where vehicles barely squeezed past each other. Today, the near misses and weekly crashes have been replaced by crisp modern signage and multi-lane boulevards that have completely unlocked the city. But the real crown jewel is the Ouagadougou to Bobo-Dioulasso Expressway. This is an 8-lane, 332-kilometer high-speed monster engineered for speeds of up to 140 kilometers per hour. It features 9 major interchanges, 28 overpasses, and spans 2 massive river crossings over the Red Volta and the Mohon. To pull off something this big, the project was divided into multiple sections, attacking the road from multiple entry points simultaneously. In a feat of willpower that has left international observers speechless, they cleared the entire 332-kilometer path in just 40 days. This isn't just about speed, it's about the radical way these projects are financed. Unlike most other nations, Burkina Faso is building this entire highway with literally zero foreign money. For the 2026 fiscal year alone, the government bypassed the international banking system and dropped a massive 200 billion FCFA cash down payment, about $357 million directly from state revenues into the project. By nationalizing gold mines and buying their own equipment, an arsenal of over 1,600 heavy machines like excavators and bulldozers, the state has slashed the cost per kilometer by over 60%. While neighbors pay up to $9 million per kilometer for debt-heavy roads, Burkina Faso is building its 8-lane monster for roughly $1.07 million per kilometer. This self-reliance is driven by a strategy called Faso Mêbo, which translates to building the fatherland. It is a national mobilization where the state has fundamentally altered how its institutions function. Instead of handing contracts to foreign firms, they use their own machines and their own engineers. The people have responded with a fervor that is deeply emotional. You have ordinary citizens out in the mud, doing heavy manual labor for free just to serve their country. There is an 80-year-old woman who donated 2 bags of cement from her life savings just to support the construction. There is Linda, a student who shows up straight after class in her school uniform to work the heavy lifting. What makes this infrastructure truly Dubai-style is what it does at night. A poor, landlocked nation is building highways at breakneck speed. It isn't foreign aid, it isn't a secret loan, it's a bold new model. If it works, it won't just transform Burkina Faso, it could redefine how the entire continent builds its future.
I wanted to congratulate all the researchers, all the teacher researchers, all the inventors, all the innovators for all the work that has already been done, despite the difficulties that may be encountered along the way.
For more than 6 decades after independence, the story of Burkina Faso was one of ongoing struggle. A landlocked country in the heart of West Africa, with no direct access to the sea, it stayed stuck in cycles of poverty, political problems, and slow growth. Its roads, those important links for trade, security, and daily life, were few, badly kept, and costly to create. But something big has changed since 2022. Under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso is trying one of the most daring infrastructure tests on the continent. The country is building roads at a speed that surprises everyone, not through huge foreign aid or usual international deals, but through what they call endogenous development, a simple idea of doing it themselves with local materials, local workers, and national effort.
I want people to be able to come and tell me that they can produce an engine. I want people to be able to come and tell me that they can manufacture gunpowder for our ammunition. We will support them.
This is not just about asphalt and concrete. It is about taking back control, restoring pride, and showing that African nations can choose their own way without falling deeper into debt problems. If this model works long-term, it could change how much of Africa handles infrastructure, security, and growth. For years, building infrastructure in Burkina Faso followed a familiar and frustrating pattern. To construct even a modest 100-kilometer road, the government had to ask for loans from groups like the World Bank or the African Development Bank. The system guarantees perfect nighttime visibility along the corridors without relying on an unstable national power grid. Traffic now moves fast and smooth, and the capital glows with a crisp, white light that makes it look like a twin of modern tech hubs. They are even building a sovereign rail network funded by gold revenues to link directly with international ports, a definitive chess move to permanently shift the logistics of the Sahel. This transformation extends into industrial and economic development. The state is no longer just a raw material exporter. It is becoming an industrial processor. The Kamsila rice facility swallows 400 tons of rice daily and uses 64 megapixel optical sorters to calibrate the grains for the international market. They are canning their own tomatoes under local brands in 100% locally owned factories, ending the cycle of importing canned paste from Europe.